Would you believe me if I told you this is an Itel smartphone? This is the newly launched Itel P40 Plus, and it's far better than the Itel P40 at few extra costs. The P40 Plus is a game changer for the Itel brand because it packs more value for its price. It has a monstrous 7000 mAh battery capacity, which is the first from Itel. A super smooth 90Hz screen refresh rate, surprisingly with the modern center hole punch notch design, which is also the first from Itel. A side-mounted fingerprint sensor, another first from Itel. The latest USB Type-C port with 18W fast charging, another first from Itel. The latest Android 13 software, yet another first from Itel. Up to 8GB of extended RAM memory and a massive 128GB fast UFS 2.2 storage, which is another first from Itel. With all these amazing top features, the Itel P40 Plus is definitely a big upgrade from the older Itel P38 Pro. Itel is now chilling with the big boys. But are there any compromises or red flags with the Itel P40 Plus? Well, let's find out. For the cameras, it has a 13MP dual camera at the back and an 8MP selfie camera. Although the Itel P40 Plus was not made for the camera lovers, but from my tests, the cameras are actually okay. Itel was kind enough to include all major accessories in the box. Itel really did a good job in designing this smartphone. It doesn't feel cheap at all. The dual tone color and texture gives the P40 Plus a premium look and finish. The Itel P40 Plus is surprisingly lighter and thinner than expected. At the right side are the volume and power button that doubles as a side fingerprint sensor. The left side houses the usual triple card tray slots. There is nothing at the top, while the bottom side has a mono speaker, Type-C port, microphone, and the legendary headphone jack. I would like to add that the single firing speaker is also quite good, with punchy bass and clear vocals. Itel is really stepping up. They even went further to give us a form of water resistance, as you can see from the red rubber seal in the SIM tray. Moving on to the display, it's good to see Itel upgrade to the modern center hole punch notch design, which is usually seen in flagships. This gives the Itel P40 Plus a bigger advantage over the competition at this price point. You also get an immersive 6.8 inches HD Plus IPS LCD display with really good HD quality, sharp images, punchy colors, good contrast, and good viewing angles. The faster and smoother 90Hz screen refresh rate is also an important upgrade from the P38 Pro. I always prefer leaving it at 90Hz even though it consumes more battery power, because the massive 7000 mAh battery has got me covered. The bezels are not too bogus, they are quite slim for the price point. The only issue I have with the display is the absence of an auto brightness level adjuster. You will have to keep adjusting the brightness of the display manually, which can be tedious. Of course, with all these top features that the P40 Plus comes with, Itel still retained the Unisoc T606 octa-core processor, which is a very capable budget chipset at this price point. It's a better processor than the likes of the Helio G37 and Snapdragon 439. Itel used a faster 4GB LPDDR4 RAM with the option to extend it up to 8GB RAM through memory fusion, which is really amazing for this price point. Itel went all in with the upgrade to a massive 128GB storage capacity, which is more than enough to store your photos, videos, and games. Itel is really not smiling. I guess they want to chase the big boys out of the market, because my experience with the P40 Plus has been surprisingly good. Multitasking has also been good, as you can expect 2 to 3 apps to retain in the background without refreshing, and I can easily switch between apps with little or no lags. The Geekbench and Antutu benchmark scores are actually very good at this price point. Here's my Call of Duty gameplay at medium graphics and high frame rate. I didn't experience any form of eating issues during my gameplay. My gameplay on this smartphone was pretty fast and smooth thanks to the minimal lags, higher 90Hz refresh rate, large cinematic display, good speaker, and longer battery life. Speaking about battery life, the mighty 7000 mAh battery capacity in this smartphone can last for days depending on your usage. It is a tough battery to kill in one day if you are an average user. But I am a heavy user and was able to squeeze out about 13 hours of screen on time on a single charge. This test was done with key factors like 90Hz refresh rate, maximum brightness level, browsing with 4G mobile data, and watching Instagram Reels at max speaker volume. You can easily get more than 18 hours of screen on time or 3 days battery time by switching to the battery efficient 60Hz refresh rate. The Itel P40 Plus is really a battery beast. Thank God we don't have to spend all day charging because the P40 Plus supports 18-watt fast charge, which is able to juice the large 7000 mAh battery back up in 2 hours 40 minutes. There is also support for OTG reverse charging at 2 watts, which is quite slow but still useful for emergency situations. It is nice to see Itel stepping up their game in the camera department. The images taken by the 13 megapixel camera are quite okay, but not the sharpest I have seen in this price point. The images are also clear with good HDR, but not so good color accuracy, and images can be a little overexposed sometimes depending on the direction of light. The 8 megapixel selfie camera on the other hand is also surprisingly good, but it's not that sharp and the colors look a little washed out. It's also nice to see the super night mode on this smartphone, and it does a good job in enhancing the images taken at night. Hello guys, this is the front video camera test of the Itel P40 Plus. I'm currently shooting now at 1080p at 30 frames per second. I'm not really expecting much from the cameras being the price point, but the HDR is not so okay, but it's fair. Let me know what you guys think about the audio and video quality. The rear camera can shoot up to 1080p 30 frames per second, but as expected, the quality of the video is not the best, as you can see that it struggles with exposure depending on the subject in focus. Surprisingly, the Itel P40 Plus is the first Itel smartphone to come out of the box with the latest Android 13 software. And the new Itel OS version 13 has been impressive, with lots of features and customizations to make your experience good and fun. The user interface is fast, smooth, well designed and intuitive. Although there are a few bloatware, but so far no disturbance from hardware, and I hope it stays that way. Also, I am impressed with the system-wide haptic feedback. It's not too strong but still good. It also has multiple users accounts for those who have many personalities and don't want any foreign person spying on them. I've only got one update so far. I hope Itel continues giving us updates. Not sure we would be getting Android 14 on here, but Itel can surprise us again. The Itel P40 Plus is a real game changer for the Itel brand, and coming at a price of 72,400 naira or $100, the Itel P40 Plus is one of the best value for money smartphone you can buy. I can't wait to see what other surprises Itel has for us this year and beyond. Let me know what you think about the Itel P40 Plus in the comment section below. Would you be getting one? Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe. Bye.